the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Return begins inside the 10. And he's stopping at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Chanticleers offense is on the field for the first time today. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively. But they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose this secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays? Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype of the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Took contact on the throw. Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. Crucial 3rd down play right here. They'll try to run for the 1st down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Past the 40. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Well, right now, this defense seems to be sitting back, worried about the pass game. They better cheat a safety down, have an extra guy down in the box to help against this run game, because they are getting ripped apart up front.
Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Linebacker's trying to confuse this offense now. Brought down, but broke the tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. The defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts that the offense comes back with a counter play. If you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. On third down, it's a handoff. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. Notre Dame lining up now for a first and goal. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the Chanticleers pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down in this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. He'll hand it off. He's got the first and still going. He makes the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense. And they get set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So a 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Again, thrown out of the RPO and it's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Offense success the formation. It's third down. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down. Believe it or not, Chris, there's an art to the quarterback sneak. And when you've got a savvy quarterback who knows how to fall forward and squeeze between his offensive linemen for the first down, short conversion situations become...
Looking to throw it deep. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
He's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. We're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He makes the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Boy, the line does their job here. You give him all day to throw the ball. If you're a defense facing a quarterback like this, and he's going to pick you apart all game long.
Early on, it's a fun battle on the border of the national championship, deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll try the right here. A quick juke. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6. The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they'll get him down that time.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
So no gain on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass rush gets home.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer? Here he comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. And, boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history in playing linebacker.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. With the catch, it's Carter. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. The Chanticleers will line up to boot it away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. And they'll kick it away here. This one will be fair caught. And the Fighting Irish Irish offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. On first down, it's play action. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to the 30.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. The back's got it. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set them up first down at the 15. And the Chanticleers pick up enough yardage for a first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Chanticleers come to a line in a hurry up. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Curtin's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the point after is right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Trying the old counter play here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Looking for his back. Dumps it down his back. Caught. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking right. This one caught. They bring him down after a short gain there. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Can he make it to the marker? He make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone. Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. They call the draw play here. Nowhere to run up the middle. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. 3rd and short here in this playoff game. The 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 35-yard attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And with that, they regain the lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Pulls it in. It's Durham. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a 1st half of football. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the 2nd half.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. An effective running game is why they were on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. They sub him at the 45, but that's good for a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Here comes a handoff. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he
job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They keep him off balance with a run. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And the Chanticleers are moving quickly down the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught by the receiver. Tackle, but first down. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. The Chanticleers line up on 1st and 10 now. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. 3rd and short here in this playoff game. The 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score on the first down. And the Chanticleers are in the red zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Motion now from the tight end. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Chanticleers. Still no answer for this offense. That kind of execution in the long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Third down after that running play. Play action fake, looking to throw. He finds the running back in the flat. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down. The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Off the play fake on first down. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. The short completion to the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Drop him back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, what a grab! And he brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And here's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And they get the completion and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up fourth down now. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And the back now goes in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. There's the handoff. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Well, when you dial up man-to-man coverage, a lot of times you'll see that free safety back in center field. Here, because of so many receivers, he has to come up and play man coverage. Does a heck of a job of being in phase with the receiver and then getting his eyes up to knock that ball away. Nice play.
That run sets up a critical third down play. That's a designed quarterback keeper. Here he goes. At the 10. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina, as the QB fights his way into the end zone.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Now the important point after attempt. Crucial PAT is good. They're in front by 1 here in the fourth. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. And there's the handoff. He shreds the tackle.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. One of those critical third down plays coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Team able to bring him down. Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. Kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Jukes the defender, gets brought down after a solid gain.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Leaning on the run game here. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Tight end goes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Turns it loose downfield. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And it's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking for a late, deep throw. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it picks up a fourth down.
Now, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Here we go on fourth down. No, he didn't make it. He did not get there. What a huge play by this defense late in this tight game. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards and sends up a nice 2nd and 2. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd and short. This offense can keep this up. They're going to wrap the game up comfortably. He'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
The sheds are clear, so we'll line up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback will take a knee. The course in the playoffs is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the National Championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.